The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle profoundly influenced the natural law tradition, despite not being a natural law ethicist himself. Aristotle championed virtue ethics, but his teleological view of nature, his definition of human beings as rational animals, and his concept of eudaimonia were embraced and expanded upon by 13th century theologian Thomas Aquinas. For Aristotle, all natural things possess a nature defined through his theory of four causes. This includes a thing's matter, form, and its inherent purpose. For instance, an acorn has a specific cellular composition, its matter, arranged in a particular structure, its form, with the inherent purpose of growing into an oak tree. Human nature, Aristotle argued, uniquely includes rationality. He defined humans as rational animals and identified eudaimonia as the ultimate goal of life, often translated as happiness or well-being, but more broadly understood as a state of human flourishing. Eudaimonia is attained by realizing our natural potential, not too unlike an acorn becoming an oak. But a significant part of our nature is virtue and reason, so eudaimonia is achieved by living a virtuous life in accordance with reason. In Book 10 of Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics, he writes that the fullest expression of eudaimonia is a life of philosophical contemplation. It's often seen as a surprising twist in his ethical framework. This overview of Aristotle's virtue ethics sets the stage for understanding his profound influence on Aquinas. Aquinas adopted Aristotle's teleological conception of nature, which he integrated into his theological framework as God's eternal law, that is, God's providential plan for the universe. According to Aquinas, the nature and purpose inherent in all things reflects God's design. While Aristotle posited a prime mover, this was not conceived as a being that interfered in nature's design. Aquinas, however, expanded this idea to include God's active role in sustaining and directing creation. Aquinas too agrees that the goal of human life is happiness, and while he does not deny that material goods like wealth and good health contribute to a happy life, true and ultimate happiness lies in participation in divine bliss, known as the Beatific Vision. This concept involves a direct union with God, not merely a visual sight, but an intimate knowledge and perfect love of God's divine essence. The Beatific Vision fulfills the human longing for truth and knowledge, and is achievable only in the afterlife. However, the attempt to reconcile Aristotelianism with Christian theology is not without difficulty. For example, if our moral obligations are discernible through God-given reason, why does God need to tell us what's right and wrong in the Bible? Aquinas seeks a middle ground between reason and divine commands, but in rejecting that there is any conflict here, he seemingly reduces divine law to a tool for reminding us of our moral obligations, or for consulting if we are unlucky enough to lack intellectual capacity or time. In conclusion, Aristotle's philosophical framework, particularly his teleological view and concept of eudaimonia, deeply influenced Aquinas and the development of natural law theory. Aquinas synthesized Aristotle's ideas with Christian theology, creating a rich ethical and theological framework that continues to influence moral philosophy today. In our next video, we'll discover another enduring Aristotelian influence on Aquinas' thought and explore the role of virtue in Aquinas' ethical system.